What's going on, gardeners? Today I'm going to share how you can revitalize your raised bed gardens, or this could even apply to flower beds, in-ground beds. It doesn't matter. The first thing that you want to do is go ahead and remove anything that was previously on your raised bed, including, as you can see right here, any mulch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So as you can see here, it doesn't have to be perfect, just use your hands, use a rake, use whatever you got to go ahead and remove that mulch layer. You can go ahead and break it onto a tarp or a plastic bag so that you're able to easily put your mulch back on when you're ready. It does not need to be perfect at all, but rather just get most of everything off of the first layer. And we have a decent lovely layer of soil underneath, so I'm just going to go ahead and supercharge it with even more things so I can get the most abundant harvest ever. And I'll go ahead and show you what that is right now. This is an excellent product here. I like to use blood meal. Make sure you get the one that is high in nitrogen. There are some out there that are like a 770, but I like to just use a 1200. And what this is a blood meal, and it takes a while to break down into the soil. So by the time in February, while I'm putting this down, by the time my plants start growing in late April to May, they will have an abundance of nitrogen to get kick-started. But this is the only time of year where I will go ahead and apply blood meal because of the excess nitrogen issue. And I will be applying more things like bone meal as the season goes along to help further fruits and produce. Be sure to follow package directions. In this case, it says spread 1 cup over 10 square feet and to work into the top few inches of soil. This is a product that I got for only $1 on sale at Home Depot. Usually this is like $7 or $8, but that is why I like to look for sales. It is nothing scientific. Just sprinkle a healthy handing over. This can even apply to things like your containers or pots. And then what you'll do is you can just lightly scratch it in, but this is really not necessary because of the next step that I'm going to share with you. And that is to go ahead and add some peat moss, cocoa coir, or something like a nice compost or soil conditioner, which I have here, which is essentially compost with added nutrients. Something that is preferably organic is best if you are buying something such as this peat moss and this soil conditioner, but anything, even your homemade compost, go ahead and now spread at least a 1 to 2 inch layer, because even though I have added some soil, as you can see over the winter, the soil has sunk down just a little bit. I would like it to be only about 1 inch or 2 from the top, so that way I can add a nice layer of mulch. So I will go ahead and do that now. So when you're all finished, it should look something like this, to where you have mixed your peat moss and also your soil conditioner compost into the first couple inches of your native existing raised bed mix. This is so all the blood meal and all these amendments will enrich your soil life and also enrich any of the microorganisms that are currently resting because of the cold weather. But now all I'll go ahead and do is re-add all these leaves or any of your mulch layer back to your raised bed and let it sit until you plan on planting your late winter garden or your early spring garden, or even if you don't do that, your summer vegetable patch. If you want to see now how I actually built my soil over winter before doing any of these steps here, go ahead and check out this video now, which will explain all of that.